Welcome back. If you're new, my name is Shelly, and my hot topic of the day is going to be about our adult children being parents. Like, how much should we or shouldn't we step in, or what happens when there's tension there, when you do, and where's the line, right? So, this is kind of a thing for me because my uh, adult daughter has two children. They are, like 8 and 12. And they're perfect, of course, because they're mine, because they're my grandkids. Anyway, my question would be, when you see your kids raising their kids, they're doing something not wrong, but maybe you're like, oh, like, why are you doing that? Or um, my daughter has literally said to me, like, don't tell me how to parent, don't parent my kids. And in my mind, that's kind of like a fine line, right? Like, we babysit, we take them on vacations, or we do things for them financially, we go to school meetings, whatever the case is with our grandkids. And when they're sick, we care for them. But now that you have input on something that they are or are not doing, or should not be doing, suddenly it's close your mouth. Don't tell me how to parent. Now, I don't know if any of y'all go through that. Um, for me, it's like, it's happened a few times. I'm not gonna lie. It's happened a few times with my daughter telling me, hey, this, step off. And of course, me being the that I am, I fire back like, oh yeah, well, now you want me to shut up, right? Like, you know, um, and like, you don't like they're doing this or they're doing that. Like, example, this is a perfect example. Um, my daughter, let's say, takes the kids to Disney World. They have passes. They go also. We live in Florida, so that's kind of a thing. So my daughter, let's say, takes her kids to Universal, and here it is Sunday afternoon, and my grandson and my granddaughter, like, we talk on the phone a lot, and they call you and say, yeah, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. And you say to your daughter, okay, honey, look, don't forget there's school tomorrow. Like, don't go rolling up the driveway at 10:30 at night expecting them to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, brush your teeth and hee and skip off to school for the day. That's probably not going to happen, right? um, at least me, that's how I was with my kids. Sunday was getting ready for the week, doing laundry. I was pretty OCD, kind of, strange that way. And my daughter is like, she's an entrepreneur, she's intelligent, she's pretty, she's tough. She's really tough, my kid. And I wasn't. I wasn't tough. I was tough when I had to be for my kids and stuff. But um, I was definitely a little more structured. So they come home, and it's, let's say 10:30 at night. I'm like, oh my God, these poor kids, they need a shower. And I'm that, but with the mouth, I put her on blast. Like, what are you doing? Like, what? My poor babies, and don't tell me how to parent. And then an argument ensues, um, and it can be so contentious. It can be so hard. And like, what is that balance? Like, I've had people tell me, just stay out of it. Whatever she does, none of your business, blah, blah, blah. But then you got your grandkids calling you, or you yourself. You look at it and you see and you go, no, what? No, I don't like that. That's wrong. Is it wrong, or is it wrong because it isn't what you did, right? It's kind of a fine line. And then those kids see that, right? They go, oh, I'm gonna call, they call me May. I'm gonna call May and tell her mom did this, or dad did that, or whatever the issue, and they want to fire me up and step in, and those kinds of things. But I guess that would be my question, is like, where is that line? Like, you don't want my input about them going to bed at a certain time. You don't want my input about, doing homework, or whatever the case, you don't want my input. Then don't, in my mind, it would be, well, if I'm not allowed to have input and I'm not allowed to tell you how I feel, then I don't know, maybe when my grandkids call me and I buy them that sweatshirt or those shoes, or I'm doing things for them, it's like, where's that fine line? And I'm guilty too. Listen, my mom did everything for my kids. I'm not even a kid. My mom took care of my autistic daughter while I worked. She took care of my older daughter while I worked. She did so much for my children. She helped me buy their furniture. She helped me buy clothes because, we were young. I was a single mom for a while. I wouldn't have made it without my mom and dad. They were truly my rocks. Oddly enough, though, I would say every once in a while my mom would say something about, oh, great, Mom, just stay out of it. Especially when my oldest daughter got older, mom and daughter, the friction, the teen arguing, which wasn't even that bad, but we had our moments. And I would tell them, stay out of it, blah, blah, blah. But when they were little, my mom would say, oh, make sure they don't do this, or make sure you get them in bed by some. Oh, thanks. Like, I would take everything she said as gospel, right? My kid, no. She's very confident in what she's doing. She's like, none of your business, stay out of it. And, it's so hard to find that balance. Like, when do we step in? When do we not step in? When do we say something? When do we not? And then we don't say something happens, and they're like, oh, well, why didn't you tell me that? Like, I can't get a break if I say something. So anyway, so that was just my thoughts on that as far as our adult kids parenting our grandchildren. When do we step in? When do we not step in? What is, how do you guys do it? Do you have a balance? My grandkids, they have their bedroom here. Like, my daughter just has to drop them off. They got clothes, toys, their bedroom. Like, I'm a way involved grandma, and I'm way, way blessed. I'm so, so glad I have that. And I know that, logically, I know I have to step back and let my daughter be the good mom that, I know she is. Every now and then I get like, no, don't do that. And you shouldn't have did this, and give him a break. And am I just being a softy grandma maybe? Or maybe, maybe I feel a little, ooh, because she doesn't put a lot into what I say. And I put, like I said, my mom was gospel when she said stuff, right? So anyway, give me your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Do you have an adult child and go through the same struggles when you guys clash on that parenting thing, and let me know what you think. But anyway, thanks. See you next time.